Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Radiant Revelations. It is my podcast for TLC Beauty. And with me today are Independent Sales Director Elaine Goco Alojado. You guys met her last week. And we also have Yicel Guerrero on, and she's an independent beauty consultant like me. And we are talking about the New Beginnings bags this week. These are bags that we put together as a Mary Kay unit to support Mary Kay's mission of um, getting people, women, out of situations of domestic violence and getting them the help that they need. So, in that vein, we like to give gifts to the women at our local shelters. I am in Oroville, so I'm doing the Oroville Rescue Mission, and Elaine is in the Bay Area. And Isel, where are you from again?
I will be doing whatever shelters Nia, our senior sales director, is doing, which is
Oh,
also
perfect.
here in the Bay Area as well, like Fairfield, Napa, Vacaville.
Wonderful. Awesome. So, with that, Elaine, I'm going to turn it over to you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of this effort that we're a part of and any other details you want to share?
Yeah, this charitable effort, it's just exciting. So thank you all for plugging in and just really learning more about what it is that we get to do in our community. And I think part of it stems from our Mary Kay Ash Foundation that really does support two causes. The first is cancers that affect women. And the second is around our domestic violence campaign. And so, what is exciting is that on that latter, that second program of domestic violence, there has been since 1991, as this Mary Kay Ash Foundation had blossomed and groomed. It really did concentrate on providing grants to over 150 shelters across the nation and allowing our legislators and just Congress get involved and being able to just work through the shelters so that we can impact the women that are there that may have gone through situations where they had to flee their home with just the clothing on their back, if that, right? And so as our Go Give Spirit and Mary Kay, we wanted to do more. I think this program has been going on for decades now, and as the children in these shelters are taken care of through, let's say, Toys for Tots or the Shoebox campaign, if they were doing that through your church ministry, maybe. And it was a cause that became near and dear to women's hearts to be able to gift the women who, the what we're calling it is the new beginning, right? New beginnings bags. And it really has allowed for women to be gifted with this really something for themselves. And as the women are, watching their children being blessed with a gift in the Christmas spirit, it's nice that the women actually get to have something that they can, use for themselves, but also as they are rebuilding, as they are, coming into the new year and wanting to start afresh. And so just the thing about New Beginnings, we have a write-up here that says, since 2000, Mary Kay Foundation has been supporting domestic violence shelters with grants and resources. And there's 3,300 organizations have been helped, and shelters have received over $56 million in grant support. And there are 786 unique projects have advocated to eradicate gender-based violence, and the impact of our efforts results in 2 million women and girls throughout 138 countries, actually.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, and our mission is to enrich women's lives. We strive to achieve the safety and security of women everywhere. And so that's some fun facts right there that we get to be a part of just for our local shelters and in our units alone. And again, as you notice, this is happening locally, nationwide, and globally. But I know for us in our unit here, we're working towards being able to gift over 300 women at these shelters. And so I'm excited to be a part of that. And maybe, do you want me to touch on the kind of testimonies that I've heard before personally?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so it was awesome. You know, a couple of years ago, I led the um, driving and adopting the Bay Area Rescue Mission in Richmond. And it was nice to be able to deliver these gifts to the women. And I saw a couple of women that were there, and just the amount of gratitude that they had for even just getting something because of maybe just the struggle that they had, and being able to even just see their children handing it to their moms. That's also precious too, when some of the shelters that we work with kind of coordinate their programs, and then the kids are actually giving it to their parents. And so I just heard some of the women that were just really so grateful because it had been a while since they had received anything. It had just been nice for them to feel appreciated. And there were even other extended projects that we did, and some of the women had never really known how to use the product and wash their face and what it does. So that was kind of a nice treat to be able to help these women take care of themselves while they're taking care of other people. So it's a
Absolutely,
blessing.
and that's really exciting. I definitely am so happy to be involved this year. Like, this is one of my favorite things that I've gotten the opportunity to do. I mean, I know that I'm new with Mary Kay, and I just started at the end of September, but the go give attitude is really one of the things that we are excited about. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Um, and then Yicel, I'm going to ask you to share your experience putting these bags together, and just how that has impacted you.
I've actually just celebrated my 10-year anniversary in Mary Kay. So it's been 9 years since I've been participating with the donations of the New Beginning bags. And to me, it was very shocking and surprising, I guess, when I first came in, and this was something that we were a part of, because I guess you don't know if you don't know what more Mary Kay is about other than the cosmetics and the skincare, which is, mainly what we are thought of. And this is something that we're giving back to the community. We don't take a profit. And so this is just, huge, I think, for me, for when I came in, and to see that we were a part of this, a part of being the change and being hope for these women. And that's just huge, because now we have quite a few directors that are in other states that they're now continuing what we started here in the Bay Area. And so to me, that's a big change in all of these years, the difference that it's made in these women. And I love hearing when, like, Nia has dropped off the New Beginning bags at the shelters, and just seeing the stories that I get to hear from her, and just be a part of that. Because without all of us being in on it, we wouldn't be able to do it. So
Right, and the impact would definitely be smaller. And
yes.
one of the things that I really love about this idea that effort that we're a part of, is the women are so prone to not taking care of themselves, especially when they're in a difficult situation. So, in a homeless shelter, or in a women's shelter, or a domestic violence shelter, these women often, like Elaine mentioned, they leave with what they have on their backs, and their kids if they have them. And if they're able to take their kids, which can be a scary situation, giving them a little bit of something for themselves during the holidays reminds them that they aren't forgotten, they aren't less than, just because they've gone through a horrible situation, or have found themselves homeless for some reason. Really just allows them to feel like they matter. And I think that that's what I'm the most excited about in this process. So let's go down to, I will share what we're putting in the bags for the Oral Rescue Mission. And if the other two have their products, they can show them. I did not warn them about this, so they might not, but they can probably tell you what's in them. For mine, I decided to put in the Miracle Set Go set. It's the Time Wise Miracle Set. It has a cleanser, a moisturizer, a sunscreen, and a night cream. And so they'll get to try that out. This will last them about 7 days, which, that's a little bit short. However, it will help them learn to do a basic routine and to take care of themselves a little bit. And then, not because they don't, but because they have a hard time in their situation doing so. And then they'll also get a hand cream. This one is the fragrance-free satin hands, but I also have half the bags going in with the white citrus and the white tea and citrus. They're going to get their satin lips, a lip balm. It gets really dry and cold here and windy. So it's easy to get chapped, and then you feel like, not so great because you've got dry skin hanging from your lips. And that's not fantastic. And then I'm also doing a shimmer liquid eyeshadow. That's our limited edition. I'm actually wearing 2 of the shades now. You can see this is champagne. Oh no, this is sparkling. This color here in the crease and on the side is the darker one. Is that this one? No, this one's champagne. It's the darker purple. I think it's called rosé.
Yes. Rosé.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. And then they're also going to get a waterproof eyeliner. And these are just really little things, little gifts to help them feel positive and feel good about themselves, even though they're not in a great situation. They can still feel good. So any last thoughts, ladies?
I think I would just add that, it's so special to us because it's a place where we get to work with our community and do something good in our community together. We have that mantra that together we're better. And for every, thank you, Terry, for putting this together, because for every bag that she is putting in there, not only is your charitable effort going to contribute to one person, but your charitable effort will support 2. We're not taking the profit from any of this. We are actually matching contributions. So your charitable effort will allow us to be able to serve 2 women. So that's the thing that I love, that we get to come together and really make a difference in our community. So I'm excited to see. I mean, are we going to have a report back? I think it would be great if we
Absolutely.
did.
I think that during the holidays, I know that our rescue mission wants them in time for their Christmas dinner that they have for the people in their shelter that are in their women's shelter. I believe they also invite their men's shelter to the Christmas dinner. And then they also asked for some extra to just give some to the ladies who are in the shelter at that time, like in the homeless shelter at that time, because they like to bless them as well. So that's why we're doing so many here in our small town. But Yicel, did you have any last thoughts?
I think for me is I guess think about where you would want to be if you ever found yourself in such a hard situation. That for me, it's one of the things that you should probably think about when you're like, oh, well, why would I do this for someone I don't even know? Give to someone that I don't even know. But we are that one little piece of hope. And if you can give someone hope in a bag with something that's just going to be, like we said, a new beginning. If we were to ever be in such a place, wouldn't it be great if we found that little bit of hope from Mary Kay because someone took the time, their money, hard-earned money, because I know how hard times are, but gave, and we could have that. And so why not? So if you can find it in your heart to be able to be that person to give someone else hope, because if you were to ever be in that position, you would want somebody to give you that little piece of hope, then it kind of just pretty much answers if you could find it in your heart to donate.
Absolutely. And those are great thoughts. So here's our call to action. If you are in Oroville, then you'll reach out to me if you would like to donate a bag. And remember, I'll be matching it, so I'm not making any profit off of this. And if you're in the Bay Area, in either Elaine's group or Yicel's group, please reach out to them. They're also trying to hit personal goals. So I'm looking for 50 people, hopefully more, but at least 50 people to donate a bag, and I will match that. So it's $100 per bag, and that's going to gift them all of the things I showed you and just really help them feel special this holiday. So please, like Yicel said, put yourself in that situation mentally and just think about the things that you would want and the things that might make you feel nice if you were in a bad situation. So thank you. Thank you for watching. You can, again, reach out to me. My email address is tlcbeauty95966@gmail.com. And you can email me. I can give you my Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. You can bring me cash or check even. None of that's a problem. Elaine, why don't you go ahead and share your information in case anybody in your area that isn't familiar with your effort already.
Yeah, so the best place to reach me is at, I would take you to my website at www.maryk.com/egoco.alojado. So I'm excited to get in touch with all of you, but yeah, let's do this. Let's make this work.
Absolutely. And Yicel, would you care to share? Because I'm going to send you this as well.
Yes, perfect. So I will go ahead and also share my website. So it's www.maryk.com/ and then it's YEGUERRERO.
Perfect. And now that I feel like the odd man out, I guess I'll share. I mean, you can click on the link in my bio from this video, or you can visit me at www.maryk.com/tlcbeauty. And I think that's all we have for you today. And thank you so much. We look forward to hearing from you and getting your help on this effort. Thank you.